Good morning, everyone. My name is Dale Keter, and today I will be playing Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition once again. We are currently in Chapter 3 of the game, and last time I finished the Uthgard Elk Tribe section of the Fort Ilkard side of this quest, of this main quest rather. Let's see. So, Chapter 3 has three main locations: north to the Coldwood, west to the Moonwood, and south to Fort Ilkard. I've already done the Coldwood, and now I need to finish Fort Ilkard. Everything in the Coldwood is done. Fort Ilkard, I just have to do the actual main quest and not the side quest with the Uthgard. Let's see. Last time I rested, so I should be full. Temple of Tyr. Yeah, I need to actually teleport back. Did I already sell? No, I haven't sold my loot yet, so I will do that now.
Well met.
Yes, but
Oh wait, that's not the. Here it is.
Welcome again.
I want to sell some stuff, not purchase some supplies. And last time Usam gave us this ring, which is actually pretty nice. But still not better than our Ring of Power, so I'm actually going to sell that. Sell that as well. Belt of Guiding Light. I need to keep that because that's Dalen's quest item. That reminds me, I actually need to talk to my companions because I leveled up since the last time. Therefore, they will have some more backstory available. Let's start with Grimno, who died.
to be torn from the embrace of the Silent Lord is
Yes, yada yada yada.
unsaid.
Yes, then together we shall rain blood and death upon the world. Alright, Murder
Is there
Dwarf.
something you need?
I just want to talk for a while. Conversation is one way to pass the time until the Silent Lord comes to claim us. What do you wish to speak about? I want you to continue with what you were telling me before. Very well, Plowshare. The beauty of death is not easily understood. If you are willing, I will tell you of some of the rituals I endured when I joined the Long Death. I want to hear about the rituals. Ew, I probably don't want to hear about it, but I'm morbidly curious. Before an initiate can be accepted into the order, they must first learn to appreciate the beauty of death. We must walk the cemeteries and graveyards in search of this beauty. We must live and dwell amongst the dead and dying. We must surround ourselves with that which others consider gruesome or macabre. For many, this is the easiest part of our training. I myself was already enraptured with the corpses on the battlefields. I already understood the perfect truth of their deaths. Go on. The next phase of our training is to understand the tools the Silent Lord uses to prepare us for death. Pain, suffering, sorrow, agony. We participate in the torture of victims. We witness the sweet release they achieve when at last they succumb to death. And then we subject ourselves to the same torments as our victims. We taste the pain and suffering as it burns away that part of us which clings to the mortal world. You subject yourself to torture? Only through experiencing such pain can we understand how it prepares us to kneel at the altar of the Silent Lord. Pain is of this world, but it can release us to the next. The Silent Lord claims many during this stage of the initiation. Those whom he has chosen to yet serve him in this world, those who survive, continue their training. In the next stage of our initiation, we must become true servants of the Silent Lord. We must murder 3 people: a rich old man, a poor young woman, and a newborn child. Why does it have to be those specific 3 victims? By slaying a rich old man, a poor young woman, and a newborn babe, we learn that all of us are subjects of the Silent Lord. Male, female, young, old, rich, poor. Death has dominion over us all. Next, we must face the wheel, a simple test, but one which delivers more initiates into the hands of the Silent Lord than any other. The wheel teaches us that the Silent Lord chooses at his pleasure, not ours. We are subject to whims and chance. Death is random. How does the wheel work? The wheel is made of alternating white and black squares. If the pointer stops on a white square, we move on to the final initiation. If it stops on a black square, we are slain on the spot. When I began the initiation, there were 6 of us seeking to enter the order. 2 died on the torture racks. 1 was captured after murdering a wealthy elderly merchant and hung. That left 3 of us to face the wheel. I alone survived to face the final challenge. What was the final challenge? That I am not yet ready to share with you, Plowshare, for I have not yet completed it. But I thought you were a member of the Order already. I am a monk of the Long Death, Plowshare. The final challenge is necessary only if I ever wish to enter the inner circle of my Order. I want to ask you for aid in this, Plowshare, but this challenge is sacred to the Order. Despite all you have done, I am not yet certain you are ready to learn of our most hallowed secret. Were I back at the monastery, I could consult with the elders, but in their absence I can only wait and see if some sign is delivered to me. Only if I receive this sign will I be able to tell you of the final challenge, Plowshare. Perhaps later I will speak more of this, but now is not the time. You are not yet ready. Let us return to our mission, for in doing so we will surely spread death throughout the north. I wonder if I can unlock more. Continue your story. I have to reach level 15 before I can finish the quest. So I'm probably... Do I want to take him? Yeah, sure, why not? He's kind of useful, so, you know. Let's go back to Fort Ilkard. Oh, heck. Right. I basically gave the cure to Zook and Thunderer, and now all that's left is to release these people. Prisoner.
Welcome to you.
It's about time someone showed up to rescue me. Who knows what those savages would have done if you had been much slower. Can you find your way safely out of here? I suppose I can find my own way out, with these savages all so sick with plague. Some rescue this turned out to be. Mother was right, it isn't safe living out on a farm. I'm heading straight for Neverwinter, and you can bet I won't be leaving the city anytime soon again. This woman's well-tailored clothing hint at a life of wealth and luxury. Though a prisoner, she appears to have been well treated. Bye. And this person? This man is a prisoner of the Elk tribe.
Huh?
Thanks for freeing me. I was afraid Zokan would never let me out of that cage. Can you get away from here safely on your own? Most of the Uthgard are too sick with plague to even try and stop me. I'll get out of here okay. I wish I had a reward for you, but all I can do is thank you again before I go. So thanks. Alrighty, so we're done with this. So now we can talk to those scared merchants. I wonder if the scripted attack will still happen. I think I never talked to them. That was my assumption last time. I avoided talking to them because I didn't want to have to fight the Uthgard. And I'm wondering if the Uthgard will turn friendly here, or if they despawn, or if they're still going to be hostile. Oh, they do. They do turn friendly. I was right. So there is a way to pacifist run this area. Are they friendly? Yes, they are. Alrighty, so let's talk to these merchants. Oh, they're gone. They despawned because interesting. So I guess they managed to make their way back to Fort Ilkard since the Uthgard were no longer attacking them. So I guess let's go back to Fort Ilkard. And on to the southern ruins. Pardon me. I need to actually work on a push to mute button for when I cough or do that. I know I have one set up, but I don't remember the exact combination, and I don't want to accidentally mute myself while streaming. Alrighty. I think, do I talk again to what's his name? Dasam? There he is.
Hello.
Damas. I have some questions. Okay, I guess he has nothing new to say. Let's find out if the gnome has something to say. Where are you? There, Ekel.
Greetings.
I really appreciate you taking that note from my wife. If you hadn't agreed to help me, I might have lost my farm. All because of that arrogant, self-absorbed jerk Damas. I'll be going. Alright, did I open this? Yes, I did. So now it's time to go to the southern ruins. Alright. time to cast it. Do I even need to buff myself? Do I have... No, actually I do. What is my AC without major armor? 2. Oh wow, actually get the full bonus. Hold on, how much do you get? So you get 3 from the mage armor, so you have probably... You probably have Racers of AC. No deflection, no natural, no dodge. That's nice. Alrighty, so now flame weapon myself, greater magic weapon, ghostly visage, shield, shadow shield, and improved invisibility. 50% dodge. And now quick save. Let's go. What is this? Why is this tree lootable? There's... what? There's... okay. Just Neverwinter Nights being Neverwinter Nights. Alrighty, so... okay, there are some cultists there. I guess we're gonna blow them up. And you're all dead. Grimdall, kill them all. He just punched them to death.
Comes for us all!
Cultist Journal. This is the journal of a cult member. It would appear that at one point in time, this cultist was a nobleman due to the constant reminiscence of the days of wealth and privilege. Excerpt. I amused myself today with memories of the annual fox hunt at the Vintner estate. There were some old ruins back in the woods behind the southern. Sorry. I amused myself today with memories of the annual fox hunt at the Vintner estate. There were some old ruins back in the woods behind the southern fields that the fox might head for. As we searched the ruins today, I imagined that the words of power were the fox and I the hound. The others... oh... there should be no apostrophe there. The others must have thought I was cracking up when I started to laugh for no apparent reason, but I suddenly conjured up the image of Lord Vintner as a bespectacled hound, and I couldn't help myself. Okay, so this is a rather small map. What's on the other side? I'm gonna look on that side first before I go into those glowy magical ruins. I really need to work on a push to mute. There's some random loot. What is that? That is a gray render. Okay. It's just a random critter. At the same time, both savage and maternal, the gray render is a deadly predator that often protects weaker creatures within its habitat. So basically, we're killing the animal lover giant. Yay, for XP. You're a bag of XP. 23 XP. Did you drop something? That wouldn't make sense for you to drop something, but this is Neverwinter Nights. Okay, you did not drop anything. I remember when I was playing Diablo, we were pointing out how ludicrous it was for animals like bats and other monsters to just drop plate mail and other, random items. It blew my mind when I first played games like Neverwinter Nights and Baldur's Gate that the actual loot actually made sense for the monster you slew. Okay, so this is like a summoning altar, which I don't really know what that does, but if I blow this up, it'll stop the summoning. There we go. It just infinitely summons monsters. And I guess you could farm it for XP, but that would kind of be boring and take forever, since it doesn't really give a lot of XP. Volcanus Oak Seed. I believe that is Body Knock's quest item. His quest items are either seeds or recipes. In chapter 1, I believe it was a leavened bread recipe, and in chapter 2 it was what was that? The prism seeds. Okay, so there's an ominous cave there. Oh, right, those are the Creator ruins. Is there anything here? Oh, there's one more dead body. To loot, there's a troll shaman.
The Silent Lord take you!
There we go. We can just clear these out for XP. Goodness, they're bags of XP. They're not a threat to me, but they take forever to kill. There we go. Corpse. Cure critical wounds. Alright. Quick save, just for good measure. Do these deal damage to me? Yes, they do. But I'm immune to a lot of stuff, so I shouldn't get near those radioactive pillars. Alright, I think I looted this already. Yes, I did. Alright, time to go in. Creator Race Ruins. Yeah, no convection. It's filled with lava. Translation Amulet. The magic of this amulet translates all communication, verbal or otherwise, into a language both speaker and listener can understand. Such a device must be equipped for its magic to work. The use of these powerful charms enabled ancient races to organize and command the massive slave labor forces their empires had assembled from the farthest ends of the world. What's this? In the Adventurer's Journal, most of the pages are torn and bloodstained, but a few notes can be made out still. The golems are invincible. It is only luck that has them move so slowly they cannot keep up. There must be some way to defeat them. The strange wizard in the garden seems to know something, but she won't tell me. I must leave now. I know. Else I may never see my family again. If only I can make it back to the door. Nope. He never made it back. He dead. Yep. Actually, I need to put this on. Where is it? Alright, kill everyone. And they got exploded to death. The temporal lizard. This apparition does not appear to be able to interact with you. Okay, apparently there are these things here. I'm gonna start casting fine traps. Yep, there was a trap disarmed somewhere there. And then knock. Yep, lots of them to the left. Okay, so basically the way this works is let me hold position you for a moment. I need to talk to this guy. Oh wait, no. I can't talk to that guy because there's a golem there. So let's talk to this other worker. You are one of the living. There's no place for you here. Flee these ruins or the guardian golems of the creators will destroy you. Who are you? Are you some type of spirit? I am a spirit doomed to be a slave to the creators in death, even as I was a slave to them in life. My soul is forever bound to this place and the invulnerable golems the masters forced me to create. Guardian golems? Creators? What are you talking about? The creators fashioned the guardian golems to protect this place and the word of power within. The golems that walk these halls cannot be beaten. They are invulnerable. The magic of the creators has sustained them for 10,000 years. Just as it has bound my spirit here for all eternity to maintain the golems in their flawless perfection. Surely there must be some way to defeat these guardian golems. Spoiler alert, there is. I was a slave when the golems were first fashioned 10,000 years ago, before this ghostly existence I now endure. The guardians were built without flaw or imperfection. They cannot be beaten. To destroy the golems, you would have to travel back in time to the ancient days when the creators walked the earth. You would have to travel to the time the golems were being made and introduce a single flaw into their creation. Yes, that's what I need to do. This small imperfection would make them vulnerable and would break the spell of the creators that binds my spirit to this place and compels me to sustain the golems for all eternity. Don't worry, I'll destroy the golems and free your spirit. I pray for your success, though I fear you are a fool to try. I am doomed to this fate, but you can still escape this accursed place. The magic of the creators compels me to return to my work. The perfection of the guardians must be maintained. Leave me to my endless torment. That's a clue.
Guard over me carefully.
So, I think, where is the creator race exit? Is that it? I think that's it. No. Ah, yes, it is. Garden door. That's where we meet the wild mage. Club +3. Good to sell. Saphira. Though extremely rare in the realms, this young woman's appearance leaves little doubt that she is a wild mage. Click.
What? Who? Oh, pardon me. I didn't notice you there. I was rather engrossed in my contemplations of the time stream. It's easy to get lost in their paradoxical currents, if I do say so myself.
Who are you? Don't you remember me? Oh wait, maybe we haven't met yet. It's hard to keep things straight without a linear temporal reference in the time stream. No matter, I am Saphira, the Wild Mage. Wild Mage. Okay. Time stream, temporal reference? What are you talking about? I suppose I should start at the beginning. Get it? The beginning? A little time travel joke. In a recursively accessible time stream, a beginning by definition cannot exist. Now do you see what's so funny? No? Never mind. Could you just get to the point, please? I'm sorry, I sometimes forget temporal displacement is a confusing subject. Let me explain. I will try to keep this brief and simple. I am a researcher in fluid temporality, time travel, if you will. That is why I'm here in these ruins, because they were built on a time sink. Time sink? A time sink is an area where it is possible to tap into the time stream and travel backwards in time. Though not forwards unless you are returning to the temporal reality you started from. Of course, such a thing is not easily accomplished. It requires old and powerful magic. Fortunately, the creator race has already done the hard work for us by building the sundials. Do you know anything about this creator race? They were a brutal people, enslaving the other races with their powerful magic. Physically, the creator race resembled the lizard people of our own time. I have seen them when using the sundials to travel to the past. Are the sundials still working? They are, if you know how to use them. I could teach you how to travel back to the ancient past when these ruins were still being built, but you have to perform a task for me. What's the task? I need the fruit of the rare Ultarg tree. I have the seeds, but the tree only bears fruit every 10,000 years or so. How convenient. What I need you to do is use the time sink to go back in time and plant the tree for me. According to my research, the only place you can safely plant the seeds and have the tree bear fruit is beneath the red warding rune painted on the soil of this garden. Plant the tree in the past, and I'll be waiting here in the present to harvest the fruit. Okay, I'll do it. You won't get very far if you don't know how to use the sundials. I've actually got a notebook that explains it all. It's pretty simple. Here, take the notebook, and these Ultarg tree seeds you promised to plant. Oh, and you'll need this time crystal. The time crystals are magic items with a special use. Just use the special property of the time crystal on top. This is like a tutorial, both for the player and for builders. Yeah, this is how you make a special use magic item. You have to have the player equip them and then use the special power ability on the object. Just use the special property of the time crystal and target the effect on the sundial, and you'll be sucked back to a time when these ruins were still being built. When you want to come back, just use the crystal again on the sundial and you'll be transported back to the present age. And if you go back into the past, you might find some way to weaken the guardian golems patrolling this complex so you can get to the word of power you told me you were looking for. Or do you tell me at our next meeting? Whatever. Anything else? Just remember the rules. They're all in that notebook in case you forget. 1. The area of the time sink only extends the length of the ruins. You won't be able to leave the vault complex while you are back in the past. Very convenient, because otherwise BioWare would have had to make a whole past world in this area. 2. You can't bring any items of power from the past back with you. That's not true. I can actually bring a lot of items back from the past. When you come forward, they will be left behind. Take only memories and leave only footprints, right? That's a little time travel joke. Get it? Never mind. Okay, I think I got it. Anything else? Remember to plant the Ultarg tree seeds in this spot. Anywhere else and they won't grow. Then come back to the future and speak to me and I'll give you your reward. Unless that's it. I guess that's it, unless you have more questions. I have some questions for you. So the word of power is inside the ruins? As far as my research shows, there's a vault at the center of the complex, but you won't get past those guardian golems without using the sundial to go back to the time of the creator race. Tell me about these guardian golems. Didn't we already go over this at our next meeting? The vault at the heart of the complex is protected by several golems that are immune to all physical and magical attacks. To beat them, you'll have to use the sundials to go back into the past before the golems were created and find a way to weaken them. That's the only way you'll get to the word of power in the center of this vault. Yeah, I'll be going now. Well then, goodbye. We shall meet again soon. Or is it that we already met in the past? It's so hard to keep this stuff straight. Alrighty, so we have our quest. So sundial's over there. And this is the vault.
It cannot be done.
This massive door will not budge despite your efforts to open it. Inscribed on the door are the following words. Only the master of smoke, color, and sound may enter. Yeah, those are various puzzles that I need to finish. So I guess we need to go to the sundial. It's like a guardian golem, sundial. Okay, let's ignore that golem for now. We can't hurt it. Here we go. Oops, ow, traps. There was only one trap, apparently.
Strike at them! Attack!
Okay, while you're doing that, Grimno, I'm gonna destroy these, loot these things rather. Firebrand. Oh, it resisted it. Alright. Clickety click. My buffs are expiring, so I have to recast them. Goodness, it's a lot of powerful loot, but I guess that makes sense for this area. This was, you know, ancient Saruk ruins. Doesn't take a long time to recast my short-term buffs. Alright. Quick save, and let's enter here. Okay, where's the crystal? Here it is. So we have to equip this. Oh, all my quick slots are taken. Alright, so I'm just gonna do this. Time crystal. I guess it's a... I don't really need that. I already have this. Wait, Grimno, what happened to you? Mammal scum. I could just probably Isaac's you. Yep, hit you with a missile storm. And you're dead. Is there anything here? Ah, so they have a translation amulet. In case I didn't loot one at the start of the the dungeon. Alright, so let's cast Find Traps. Yep, traps disarmed. And unlocked. Ooh, chest. What is that? A ring of elemental resistance. That was like a really, really powerful item in chapter 1, but now it's just vendor trash. Okay, so this is one of the golem rooms. Slave worker. From the iron collar around his neck, it is obvious this man is a slave.
Hello.
He cannot be here. If the mistresses catch an escaped slave in the golem room, they will kill us both. Who are you? I am one of the slaves the mistresses have commanded to create golems. When finished, the golems will be indestructible guardians of the vault. It is forbidden for me to have contact with the other slaves on pain of death. That is why you should not be here. I am not an escaped slave. I am a visitor from the distant future. The mistresses will not care who or what you claim to be. You are not of the creator race. They will destroy you if they catch you here. I want to ask you some questions. What can you tell? I will tell you what I can, but then you must go. I cannot risk you being caught in here. What can you tell me about the creator race? I can tell you only what is common knowledge. The lizard people rule the world with a terrible scaled fist. They enslave us lesser races, forcing us to serve the reptilian mistresses until our deaths. They are savage and cruel, and care nothing for those that serve them. Many slaves have perished during the building of this complex beneath the lashes of the mistresses. I am afraid that is all I know of the creator race. What is this place you are building? The mistresses are forcing us to build a great vault. When finished, it will be protected by magical wards of smoke, light, and sound, as well as the golem guardians I am working on. What can you tell me about these golem guardians? When complete, the vault will be protected by 3 indestructible golems immune to all physical and magical attacks. My task is to complete the creation of one of these golems. Is there any way I could convince you not to finish building the golem? If I do not complete the golem, the mistresses will torture me until I beg for death, and then they will grant it to me in gruesome fashion. I could free you from your enslavement. Where would I go? The lizard people rule the entire world. I would be a fugitive forever on the run, knowing a horrible fate awaits if I am captured. I am a high-ranking privileged slave. I am given private quarters and bountiful food. I am allowed to choose a mate, and I am rarely beaten. Your offer is nothing compared to that. Please, if you help me, it will strike a great blow against the tyranny of the creator race that has enslaved you. There is something strange about you. You seem more than an escaped slave. Perhaps you speak the truth. If I aid you, I am taking a terrible risk, but it would be worth it if you could truly strike a blow against the mistresses. Mistresses. If I do not build the golem, the masters will know I have aided you, but it might be possible for me to construct the golem with a single subtle flaw they will not detect. This will give the golem one fatal vulnerability. Yes! I can only introduce one flaw. Any more and the mistresses will surely notice. Should I make the golem vulnerable to fire, cold, blunt weapons, or slashing and piercing weapons? Considering Grimgnaw deals bludgeoning damage, let's make it blunt weapons. I shall do as you have asked. However, my change will only affect the golem I am working on. There are other golems, but you would have to speak to the slaves building them, or they will be invulnerable. Now please go before the mistresses see you here. Alright, so let's loot this area while we're at it. So now we've rendered one of the golems vulnerable, so we can travel back to the present and destroy that golem. Or rather, have Grimgnaw destroy that golem for me. Alright. Burn. Oh, they just got one-shotted. Attack. Oh, wow, you have a lot of... I guess I'm just gonna... fuck it. Isaac's Missile Storm. And you're dead. Translation amulet. I don't need that anymore. Necklace of prayer beads. They look exactly like the translation amulet, except that they use the stats of the prayer beads, which I had before, but just sold because I'm not a cleric. Old One defenses. This note appears to be instructions from a high priest to one of his underlings describing how to enter the central vault of the complex. As the keeper of the sacred artifacts, you must understand the secrets of our inner sanctum. Only the rituals of smoke, light, and sound will unbind the door. There is no other way to enter its hallowed halls. Once the slaves have finished building our golems, our defenses will be fully intact. The enslaved fairy will guide you through the ritual of sound, for she is bound to the magic of the gongs. To complete the ritual of smoke, you must cast the blessed powders on the sacred brazier, so that their combinations match the descending order of the stones set into the brazier's base. The ritual of light can only be completed using the stones drawn from the holy pool in the center of the pillars. Begin by choosing any 2 of the single stones set in the primary color pools. The secondary pools must then be filled with the twin gems that match the corresponding color that would be created by combining the hues of the stones in the primary pool. You may keep this letter for a fortnight, and then you will be tested on what you have learned. Master the secrets of the rituals, and the queen will be pleased with you. Fail to learn them, and you shall suffer a grisly fate. So yeah, pool of swirling color. This pool looks as if it is being prepared to have some sort of magic cast upon it. Strange runes have been inscribed along its surface. So yeah, this they haven't finished that yet, so they're gonna finish that in the future, or rather, our present. So let's do that now. Let's do the time travel thing again. Let's do the time warp again. Excuse me. Alright, so I wonder if he recognizes me. No, that's not it. The golem room's right here. No, kill it.
Get them! Attack!
I can't really help him. I don't have any bludgeoning damage, so I'm just gonna let you do that. Ah! Apparently it's taking damage from cold. Interesting. So, Plowshare damages old one guarding golem 9 physical. What? Why is it vulnerable to my damage? That's weird. So, it has no cold resistance. Interesting. And it's dead. Riddle of Light. You're too excited to talk right now. Ah, there's a golem key. Okay. There we go. It just opens the thing. And what's that? Oh, skeletons. I wonder if these are the... no, these can't be the creator race people we killed, because, you know, they're humanoid. Well, the Revenant was humanoid, but these are skeletal, so I guess... They do have human skeletons, so they wouldn't have been the lizard folk we killed. Click, click. Right, before we do that, I'm gonna loot everything. Oh, ow! Holy crap! Forgot to do this. And that was the only trap. I just wasted a spell. Okay, spell breach. That should be fine. I'm just gonna. Wow! It didn't get disarmed. Interesting. All right, quick save. So let's see how this works. Translation amulet, old one defenses. Yeah, I already read that. The pool of swirling color. Pool of primary colors. The pool swims with the colors of red, blue, and yellow. There are gems embedded at the bottom of the pool. Upon close examination, you see a red, blue, and yellow gem. It looks as if you could press one of the three. Let's press red. The water of the pool changes to blood red. Okay, the pool swims with the colors of red, blue, and yellow. There are gems embedded at the bottom of the pool. So let's press blue. There's red and blue, so I basically have to grab the purple gem. And while I'm at it, I'm going to use the split function to split them both. Split them into two separate piles, I guess. So I guess this quest is a tutorial on how to use the split function and also how to do quests like this. There we go. Unlocking the door of the three. There. One of the locks of the door of three has been opened. Alright. Now let's go back to the past and go for another golem. I guess this one. Alright, time travel. Okay, what's in here? Old one wizard. Yeah, I'm just gonna one-shot you with this.
The Silent Lord!
Well, not one shot, almost one shot. Exploded. Oh, you have a high AC. I'm gonna firebrand y'all. Old one leader. There's just generic. It's just a generic description. There's nothing special about it. What is this? Archer's belt. Whoa. 10% immunity bonus. That's not normally how it is. That's a different version of the Archer's belt. Silver necklace. That's a weird silver necklace design. I already have that. Let's go in here. There's a slave. While we're at it, disarm traps. Yep.
Well met.
Okay, so I already know the drill. I'd really rather not narrate the whole thing all over again. So I'm an escaped slave, ask you some questions. What are you building? Golems. Don't build the golem. Hey, I'm gonna free ya. Please help me, senpai. Okay. We're gonna give it vulnerability to, I guess, yeah, blunt weapons. I'm gonna have Grimnaw punch them to death. Alright, now that that's over with, let's loot this place. Oh, and just to be sure, I can't teleport away from this place because I'm in the past. Yes, they thought of it. Developer's foresight. Used to be called the dev thing. The dev team thinks of everything on TV tropes. Alrighty, quick save. So this one here, the Riddle of Sound, this is where the fairy basically spoils the puzzle for me. Oh, let's kill these dudes first. And they're dead. Oh, she started without me watching. Damn it. So the way this works is that let's see, let's align this with north. There's north. So I'm gonna grab a piece of paper in real life, which you can't see because I don't have my webcam set up. I will designate the one on top, the top left as 1, top right as 2, bottom left as 3, and bottom right as 4. And I actually need you to, I need to wait until she's done. I think there are like 8 notes here. There, those are my 8 notes. Aren't they pretty? Let's talk to her. I think it restarts.
Welcome and greet you.
The gongs, I know the secret. Tell you I will, then free I'll be. So that's the first one. That would be 4. 4. Unpause. 2. Excuse me. I'm going to 3. 1. 3. 2. 1. I'm pretty sure 4 is the last one. Yep, that's it. That's 4. Excuse me. Alright, so now we're going to go back to the past. I think I already looted this. I have not, so let's loot the chests. So we're gonna go back to the sundial and do that thing all over again. I'm actually gonna heal Grim now. I'm feeling too lazy to actually do the rest right now. And have to recast my buffs. Let's heal him for a bit. Quick save. Now let's go to this golem room. Ow! Antidote. Grimno, kill him.
Strike at them! Attack!
Attack.
Strike at them! Attack!
I guess I'm just gonna wait for him to kill this thing. I wonder why I can attack the golem with my... Oh! I don't have my spear, I have my staff of command, so it was the right call.
Touch of the grave!
Oh, my buffs are expiring. There we go, it's dead. I actually need to rest because I'm running out. Even my greater magic weapon expired. Here's another key. That is the key for the riddle of sound. Hope has gold piece and a potion. And then a fire trap. I don't know where to sell these things in this area. All right, let's rest first. I forgot that I sold my face spear and now have my staff of command. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I cast 11 buffs total. Because of haste, it only takes 3 seconds per spell instead of 6 seconds per spell. So instead of a minute and 6 seconds, it only takes, what, 33 seconds to do everything. Haste is such a powerful and useful ability in this game. Alright, there should be some undead here. Yes, there are. Oh, shit. I need to put this on. Put that on. There we go. Alright, I don't want to die. Oh, it's not using its death gaze. That's weird. Alright, so, looking at my notes, it's 4, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4. You can queue commands in this game and just have it have the game do this for you instead of having to manually click everything one by one. What? I've played the wrong tune? That can't be right. Hold on. 4, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4. That's weird. That is weird. I have to go. Oh, you're here. I guess I can release you. The Kongs, I know the secret. Tell you I will, then free I'll be. Alright, show me the actual... Oh, that's weird. You start with... Huh. Did they change the notes? That's 1, 2, Oh, instead of starting with 4, it starts with 1. That's weird. 3. That's strange. That must be a bug in the past version. Oh, 4. Oh! Oh, I'm an idiot. The camera. I oriented it to the north. I forgot to do that. I'm an idiot. Alright, so I can actually... I'm just gonna do it now. 4, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4. I'm just gonna play this while you're doing that. Two, 1, and 4. Yeah, it's the last note. Thank goodness, I totally forgot about that. There we go. Oh, shit. The camera. Ow. Belt of Hill Giant Strength. Need to actually disarm the traps, if any. And knock. Just some loot. I'm accruing a lot of traps. I wonder if there's like anywhere I can sell that. Because there's getting too much of them. There's gonna be they're filling up my inventory. Alright, so that one is done. And so let's go back to the past again. Quick save. Alright. Where was I? The next golem, I think it's that leads to the garden where Morag is. Let's open these first. Let's loot them all.
It cannot be done.
Yep, I can't exit the ruins at all. So this one is the vault. It's not yet fully sealed, so we can still be here. Are you immune to cold? No, you're not. You're gonna eat another. I guess you're gonna eat a magic missile. Oh wow, you're immune to lower level spells. Interesting. There we go. Disarm traps. Find traps. Yep, there was a trap there. A depression in this stone looks as if a tablet could fit inside it. Yeah, that's where the word of power will be in the future. Then let's loot these chests before we continue. Click, click. Ooh, what is that? Staff of Power. Something to sell. It was useful back in chapter 2, but now it's just, vendor trash. Alright. This leads to the garden where we'll have a confrontation with Morag. Oh, an old one commander, another one. Escape slaves! Yeah, you're dead. How are you able to... Alright, I have to put on the translation amulet, I suppose. Again. I guess it's assumed I put it on. And there's Morag. There is something imperious and cruel in the bearing of this reptilian humanoid. What manner of slave are you that does not cast down his eyes in my presence? I could have you flayed for this. Do you not recognize me? I am Morag, first daughter of the queen and heir to the throne. How dare you approach me? I meant no offense, mistress. I only wanted to ask you some questions. I could have your tongue removed for daring to speak to me, slave, but your brazen courage amuses me. It is rare for a slave to show such bravery. I shall answer your questions, creature, though if you displease me, your life shall be forfeit. What is it you wish to know, slave? Why is she not voice acted? What is this place? This is the temple to the glory of the Creator race. The power and might of our people shall be housed within the heart of these walls for all eternity. As a slave, you need not understand more than that. It is the will of your mistresses that you build this temple, and you will bow down to that will. How can we understand each other? As your mistress taught you nothing, the translation amulet I wear gives you an understanding of my words. If not for the amulets, we would have no use for your kind. It is the only way we can make our servants and slaves bow down to our orders. I want to know more about you, Morag. I will not discuss my royal person with a mere slave. The intrigue and political machinations of court would be lost on a lowly creature like you in any case. Poison slipped into a mother's cup, an assassin's blade twisted in the belly of an elder sister, an ally betrayed by a false rumor, an infant sibling smothered in his sleep. What could a slave know of the motivation behind such things? My actions transcend mere life and death. I am of royal blood, and I seek the immortality of the throne. But your life is void of ambition. You are a slave. Your only concern is to bow to the will of your mistress. Do you know anything about the words of power? How dare you speak the name of our most sacred relics? I could have your entrails torn from your body for profaning the holy words, slave. I demand you tell me how you heard of the words of power. No slave must know of such things. But wait, there is something strange about you, creature. Where is your collar? Why is your forehead not branded with the mark of the house you serve? Your clothes and appearance are unknown to me. You are no slave. Who are you, creature? I am Plowshare the sorcerer. I have come from the far distant future. Of course, the time's sake, this is not the world you know, creature. The secrets of the Creator race are not yours for the taking. Guards, slay this creature. It must not escape back to its own time. Spoiler alert, I will. I'm just gonna firebrand you to death. And they all die. There we go. So that must be disconcerting from Morag's perspective, because a far future human, a far future slave, basically managed to time travel here and pretty much murder her guards. The dirt and weeds. Is there a description here? The ground beneath this rune is soft and easy for digging. Plant the seeds. The seeds of the rare Ultarg tree have been planted in the ground here beneath the rune. Now only time will tell whether they can take root in this inhospitable dungeon to grow into the fabled Ultarg tree. Alright, so. It's just the fairy banging the gongs. The door is barred from the other side. Okay, that's the exit. Alright, let's go to the last of the... Oh, there we go. There's the slave worker.
Greetings.
You cannot be here. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I already know. I'm not going to go through this again. What are you building? Golems. Tell me about them. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Click, 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 click. Blunt weapons. Thank you, fam. And while I'm here, I'm going to loot this place. Oh, what is this? There's an area there. I think there's a time sink here as well. Find traps? Nope. No traps. Oh. What? Agasu Yida. Okay, I don't know what you're saying. It must be a bug because I'm wearing the translation amulet and they should be able to I should be able to understand what they're saying.
Feel the chill touch of the...
Oh, I didn't get unlocked. Temple defenses. Yeah, I already know what the temple is defended by. Harp of Charming. Not really that useful. But whatever. Alright, so before we do that, let's go here. I think there are some creator people here. Hold on. There's arm traps. I'm gonna firebrand. Another firebrand because I'm in a hurry. Oh, you got blown up. Where are you, other person?
Let the earth take you!
And it died. Oh, there you are. Old One Shaman. Even with a 50% miss chance, they don't have a lot of AC, so they're just gonna die to me eventually. There we go. And they're dead. Let's see, Smoky Brazier. Yeah, it's like the other one. This is gonna be the puzzle in the future. Yep. That's it. Oh, ow. Ring of Magic Defenses. Or Dispel Magic. Yeah, that's something, I guess. Quick save. Pathing bugged out there for a moment. This is probably another translation amulet. Yes, it is. So I don't need to pick that up. And well, I'm just gonna use these healing things on Grimnaw. It would be nice if I could equip him with regeneration items so I didn't have to, you know, heal him like this. Regeneration is so useful. Like, look at all the damage I took and look at all my hit points right now. I'm back to full without doing anything. Alright, slave. Oh, I already told you to do that. Alright, so it's time to go back to the future. Oh, Old One Commander. I'm in a hurry. Get out of my way. And you're dead. Bookshelf. Temple Defenses, yeah, I already read that. Upper Necklace. Lokar.
You must be careful. I will help you if I can. But if the masters see us speaking, they will cut out my tongue.
Who are you? I am Lokar, leader of the slaves. I often help those who have escaped the chains of the creator race, as you have obviously done. I am no escaped slave. I am a visitor from the distant future. Of course, I understand now. You have lost your mind, probably from the beatings of your cruel mistress. No wonder you have risked everything to escape. I'm not crazy. I really am from the future. I admit your appearance is strange to me, but the mistress of the empire extends to distant exotic lands. Often they bring back slaves of races and cultures never before seen in this part of the world. I find it far more likely you are one of those than a visitor from the future, but I do not wish to upset you. If you claim to be from a distant time, I will not dispute it. I only want to help you. Questions? I'm searching for one of the words of power. I am sorry, I have not heard of such a thing, but I am only a slave born into servitude. My knowledge is limited to what the mistresses tell me. This word may indeed be here. The mistresses are forcing us to build a great fortress complex. At its heart, we are constructing an enormous vault that will be protected by various magical wards once it is complete. Though what our masters plan to place inside the vault, I cannot say. Do you know some way I can get into the vault? Right now, the vault is unguarded and empty. I already entered it. You could enter it if you wish. I already did. But once this complex is complete, the vault will be sealed by the power of 3 magical wards. I do not know much about the magical wards, but I suspect that once they are activated, it will be impossible to enter the vault without first deactivating them. Is there anything else I can tell you? Can you tell me anything else about this vault? I am afraid I cannot tell you much more about the vault, as I have not worked on it myself. There are other slaves who are more involved in the construction of the central vault. If you find them, perhaps they will have answers I do not have. What was that you said about magical wards? Yeah. Thank you for your help. I will be going now. Take this ring before you go. Show it to the other slaves in the complex, and they will be more willing to risk themselves to help you. I wish there was more I could do for you. Every slave that escapes is a victory for our people and a blow against the tyranny of the creator race. May luck be with you. So I guess the ring is if you don't have bajillion points in persuade like I do. Like my persuade is 25. Yeah, there's no way I'm blowing that. Okay, let's see if we can disarm that. And knock. Okay, I guess we've fully cleared this area. And here's another time sink and another time crystal. Let's do the time warp again. Back to the future. Knock. Find traps. Find traps. Nothing. Interesting. Oh, there's some mummies. Or mummy singular and skeletons. It just got blown up That was fast. Soul of the Amulet. Ah! Amulet of Natural Armor. So, Mage Armor. Yeah, these are crafting books. Principles of Time Travel. Yeah, this book is written in an ancient language you cannot understand. In the margins, however, someone has scribbled notes in the common tongue detailing how the time crystals can be used to travel back to ancient days. I already know this. The creators built this complex over a time sink and constructed several sundials that tap into the heart of the temporal instability. Using a time crystal on one of these sundials activates the time sink, drawing the person back into the ancient past. Using the crystal on the sundial in the past will return the person to the future. In my explorations of the ancient past, I have discovered several interesting anomalies associated with time travel. First, it is not possible to travel beyond the range of the time sink's influence. For this reason, I have only been able to explore the complex itself, despite my desire to see the world as it was before the changing climate covered the land in ice and snow. Also, I have discovered that it is not possible to bring certain items back from the past into the present. This is likely an inherent aspect of temporal displacement that minimizes paradoxes and disruptions of the time stream. This is fortunate, for I shudder to think of the consequences if the creators had ever discovered a way to travel from the past into our own time. Had another run-in with the creator race during my last visit to the past. Those walking lizards surprised me in a dead-end hall. It was all I could do to escape with my life. I am beginning to wonder if further exploration of these ruins is truly worth the risk. So, no, that's obviously not true. I managed to grab a lot of things from the past, and I still have them in my inventory. I guess the game doesn't check for that. Okay, I need to actually recast my buffs. 2, 3, 4. Hold on, did I cast it on Grimnaw? Just to be sure, let's cast it on Grimnaw, then on me. Yep. Magic weapon is still there. Flaming weapon is still there. So now we can kill the thing. Quick save. Move the item. I guess I'm gonna put this back on. And we fight the golem. It's gonna be a while because I have a piss poor attack bonus of only plus 12. So the description changed. I actually didn't read the original description, but it says this contract seems somehow weakened despite its impressive appearance. Quick, yes, we did it. We did it, Reddit.
It cannot be done.
Oh, right, I had to grab the key first. Quick. Okay, I'm gonna firebrand y'all. Holy crap, it blew up in a shower of gore. Another firebrand. And they're all dead. Okay, fine traps. Knock. Ooh, that was trap. There we go. Let's loot this thing. Sapphire. What's an easel? An empty canvas sits upon the easel, ready for the painter's brush. Oh, I think I know.
It's too heavy. It's difficult to
Interesting.
carry.
What is this? Smoky brazier. What? Nani? Some writing has been placed on the easel, a rambling discussion about the values of the creator race. The old ones believed strongly in the power of certain gems, and a firm hierarchy was set in place. The least magical seemed to be malachite. Amethysts were prized highly, but emeralds were revered above all. So emerald is green, amethyst I think is... Do I have any malachites here? Okay, what's the gem again? Amethyst, I assume that's purple. Malachite is green. No, malachite is probably orange. I think. Alright, like, where is the note? There we go. Old one defenses. Where is it? Ritual of sound, ritual of smoke. Descending order of the stones. So, top gem is an orange sunstone. Below it resides a purple amethyst, and finally there's a piece of green jade. So, descending order. So, orange, purple, green. Alright, I think I know what to do now. So orange is red and yellow. Where is it? Then, what's the next one? Purple, that's red and blue. And finally, yellow and blue. Yeah, quest complete. Okay, is there anything else here? Nothing. Okay, let's see. Plant the Ultark tree seeds. Yeah, I need to actually return to her to turn in the quest. I wonder if she gives me anything. Great Erase Ruins. Exit. So the vault should now be open. But first, let's talk to the Wild Mage. Let's see what she says. Garden door. Okay, so now there is a tree here.
Greetings. Once more, I must thank you for planting the Ultark seed trees for me. Or is this the first time I'm thanking you? No matter. I am grateful in any case.
What about my reward? Have I not given it to you yet? No, I suppose I haven't, or you wouldn't be asking now, would you? What to give, what to give? Ah, I know. Take these gems with my blessing. Though your own sparkling beauty might draw attention from their glitter, I imagine you will still find them most valuable. I give you a tree that was 10,000 years in the making, all you give me is a handful of gems? Well, I suppose I could afford something else. After all, you did risk capture by those scaly slavers in the past to plant this tree for me. I don't have much else on me except for the scroll. You can have it, I suppose. There's nothing else I can give you. Farewell, Plowshare, until we meet again for the first time. Another time travel joke. Or maybe I haven't told any yet. Okay, so... she gave me a scroll with a sucky spell, but whatever. I am running out of inventory space. Before I continue, I'm gonna offload my loot at the temple. I'm currently about less than 4,000 XP away from leveling up. Okay, let's sell this shit. Sell. Oh. Ooh, I can sell the Acid Splash Trap Kit, which is weird. I can sell this, but not these. These are considered stolen items. Very inconsistent of the game. Sell this, sell that. Identify. I can't sell that, that's a quest item. Sell. More stuff to sell. I should not sell that. That is a quest item. I need to banish that to the back. It's crazy though because it's obviously sellable and there's no indication you can use this. You can use this for Dalen's quest, and it's so easy to miss. Like his quest in chapter 2, you can accidentally miss the item by not going through that dungeon. Or if you finish the dungeon and skip that fight, like if you sneak past the dwarf and just finish the dungeon, you can't go back to it. Sell. I guess I don't really need this anymore. I have protection from death magic. Oh, I don't have protection from death magic. Oops. I could have gotten killed by that Bodak. I was mistaken. I can still keep that, I suppose. Guess I'm just gonna sell these potions. I have too much of them anyway. I should free up a lot of weight. I believe. I'm gonna put you in the bag of holding. Oh, I have these to sell. I don't really need you anymore. I suppose I can put the traps in the bag of holding. Yeah, I did put the traps in the bag of holding. It's not much, but it lowers the my encumbrance. All right. These are useful for an emergency. I don't really need this. I have Shadow Shield. That's more weight gone. You know what? Let's continue. Let me rest first, then I will teleport back into the dungeon. 2, 3, 4, 5. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It gets harder to click on the hotkeys for the ones further to the right because the hotkeys are F1, F2, F3, F4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then Control F1 to F12, and then Shift F1 to F12. Quick save. Alright, let's go back. Enter the portal. Alright, so the vault should be right here to the right.
It cannot be done.
The door opens inward. Let's find traps. No traps. Oh. Hey, the magic of the creator race compels me to destroy you. Whatever, fam. I'm just gonna blow you up. Oh, you hasted yourself? I guess I'm gonna... you have spell resistance. You know what? I'm gonna blow one of these Mordenkainen's disjunction scrolls on you. That should lower your spell resistance by a lot. And allow me to just missile storm you to death. There's a succubus attack for him. And he's dead. Does it explode? Oh, he didn't. He didn't have his death throws on him. Interesting. Key. Yeah. You know, before we do that, I'm pretty sure that'll trigger a conversation from Hadrolene. So let's do this first. Loot everything first. And we can sell that stuff. Okay. Click. The word of power. Even in its dormant state, the magic contained within this artifact is undeniable. The surface of this heavy stone tablet tingles with raw energy and untapped potential, and the face and back are inscribed with the strange runes of a long-forgotten alien tongue. The arcane symbols and unfamiliar glyphs pulsate and glow with a sinister inner light, bathing the entire stone in a warm reddish glow. One can only imagine the unfathomable power that will be unleashed when the magic of the word is fully awakened. Click. Yep. There you go. Hi there.
You have done well to find the second word. Its power draws my spell, so that my projection may speak to you in this vision. There is much you must know.
What do you have to tell me?
Morgrim is nothing but a fool. He does not truly understand what he seeks. The words are ancient beyond imagination. They contain power he cannot fathom. I, Hadrolene of the Word Slaves, was there at the beginning when the world was hot and this land was jungle where the old ones ruled.
Word slaves?
The living power of the words Morgrim seeks had to be bound in the flesh of the Word Slave. were unwilling guardians, our souls tied to the ancient magic of the Old Ones. When the world was hot, we word slaves suffered for the empire of the Old Ones. The words ripping their power from our tortured spirits and our living flesh.
Old Ones?
The Old Ones are my people. An ancient race of lizard folk who ruled the North before the dawn of time. We were old when even the elves were young. We were the first. We were the creator race. But we were also a race of unbridled cruelty. The strong ruled and the weak suffered. And we word slaves suffered most of all. Such was the way when the world was young and hot.
When the world was hot, what are you talking about?
Once this winter land was a lush jungle. Vents from the earth blasted scorching steam into the sky, and the world was warm and fruitful. The Old Ones lived in this paradise, as did we word slaves.
What happened to this tropical paradise?
The world grew cold. The jungles died. Frost and snow covered.
Climate change.
For all their power, the masters could not stop the change. They vanished from the world, consumed by the earth that had turned against them.
If your people were wiped out, how did you survive?
When the Old Ones vanished, the power of their words remained, as did we, the word slaves bound to that power, forced to walk the now frozen and desolate earth, forced to preserve the words and legacy of our masters. Many word slaves died when the endless winter came, but some learned to survive in the frozen waste, hiding from the lesser races who now hunted us. To survive what the masters could not endure.
Though resembling the reptilian humanoids known as lizard men, there is an intelligence in the eyes of this creature not usually seen in the species. What happened to the words of power when the Old Ones died?
Over the centuries, the magic of the words became dormant. Their power faded. And as we who were left behind grew strong, the bonds enslaving us were broken. We who had once been slaves scattered and hid the words so that we would be forever free of their legacy. Now, thousands of years have passed, and even we who hid the words no longer know where to find them.
What does this have to do with Mogrim?
Mogrim seeks to unlock the dormant power of the words so that he may enslave again. Word slaves, humans, dwarves, elves. Mogrim would have all bow to him as master.
But not the halflings, gnomes, and orcs, though, because those people are cool. Wow, thanks, Hadrian, and I would have never figured Mogrim was seeking world domination without that little history of your people. Mogrim will never succeed. I will stop him. Yes, I will. Spoiler alert, I will.
Mogrim is already doomed. The words were meant to release ancient evil upon the land, to devastate those who survived the change the Old Ones could not. The plague was only the first of the evils the words will unleash. The world as you know it shall be no more if Mogrim succeeds. This is the legacy of the creators. The words will... No! It cannot be!
Morag?
Morag! She strikes at me! This cannot be! She attacks me through the words! She disrupts my spell of projection!
Morag? Who's Morag? Tell me before it's too late.
No!
Ah, she talked too much. That's a thing. That's a problem with me too in real life. I am very, very talkative, and I use a lot of words when just a few will do. So, you know, lesson learned. Try to be more concise in the future. Alright, so that's it. I have the word of power. And now I'm going to turn it into Aaron again. And I just realized I've been streaming for almost an hour and 30 minutes. And I have to go to work early today, about 2 hours earlier than usual. So I will probably end the stream soon. Alright, so we did that quest. Oh wow, we actually finished almost all of the quests. I just now have to turn this into Aaron again. And hopefully get enough XP to level up.
The city of Neverwinter is forever in your debt for recovering the first word of power. We hope you will have continued success on your mission to thwart Margrim and his followers. But now is not the time to dwell on past successes. There are more words yet to be found before Margrim gets his claws on them.
I have one of the words of power.
Why didn't you say something earlier?
Because I wanted you to monologue, motherfucker.
Hopefully this will slow the armies advancing on Neverwinter. At the very least, the loss of another word of power will strike a harsh blow to the plans of Mulgrim's cult, whatever they may be. The Lord's Alliance is grateful to those who provide a shining example in these dark times, and Neverwinter is generous to her champions. I have been authorized to grant a reward of 3,500 gold pieces to you for this task.
Let's shake him down. Not to seem ungrateful, Aaron, but gold doesn't provide much protection against the kind of enemies I've been facing.
I suppose you have a point. If we expect you to succeed in recovering the remaining words of power, it might be a good idea to equip you for the mission. Take this ring.
Ooh.
Its enchantments have often provided me protection when I needed it most.
Well, it's not really that useful. Considering I already have this. Shield provides +4 deflection, so I can just sell it.
Anything else I can do for you?
I ran into Hadrian again, Aaron.
Hadrian? What did the lizard woman have to say this time?
She spoke of the ancient creator races. She claimed to be one of them. I think she's a friend.
I'm no history expert, but wouldn't that make her thousands of years old? I'm not sure whether I believe her, and I don't know what this has to do with Margrim. But I intend to try and find out. Leave Hadrian to me. Margrim and his crew are still skulking around the countryside, which means they must believe there's at least one more word still undiscovered. Find it before they do. I wish you luck in your mission. The very survival of Neverwinter may depend on it.
Yes, you are right. I am about less than 2,000 XP away from leveling up, so I should probably make a note of the... before I go, let me make a note. So that's Mage Armor. I already have that spell. Stone Skin, I think. Stone Skin. I don't have that spell. That's not it. Tome of Power. Feeble Mind. I don't have that. Tome of Robes is Enervation. So it's... let me write that down. Journal. That was the thing for chapter 1. So Enervation. Mage Armor. Mage Armor. Stone Skin. Feeble Mind. Is there anything else? The Nature of Water Summoning. Cultist Journal. I guess that's all I really need. Tome of Boots. Amulet. Casting of Mage Armor is the only thing needed. Hold on, is there any books here? Nope, nope, nope. That's not it. Tome of Power, Tome of Robes, so Feeble Mind, Enervation. Okay, so those are the 4 spells I need to cast. Feeble Mind is a rather useless spell in this game. Enervation is not very useful because, unlike the PNP version, it actually requires a fortitude saving throw. In PNP, it doesn't allow for saving throw, so you can use it as a basically as a necromancy version of magic missile. You can just level drain the enemy to death until I guess until they die. Alright, so that said, we have a plan for next level up. Replace one of my level 4 spells with Enerv. Oh! Wait a minute. Feeble Mind. I think Feeble Mind is like a level 5 or level 4 spell? I'll figure it out when I level up. Anyway, let's save the game and end the stream here. There we go. So that went, I guess, relatively well. I've been testing various different mic settings. I added a noise gate to my microphone as well as adjusted my noise suppression settings. I will probably have to do something about the game sound, though I don't think there's anything I can really do about it because the sound balance in Neverwinter Nights isn't very good, especially with the original campaign. Like the voices, the voice acted characters speak very softly and the sounds are very loud, and a lot of the things are out of whack. Like the pre-rendered movies are very, very loud compared to the rest of the game. Anyway, that's all for now, folks. I've been streaming for an hour and a half, and I will be back tomorrow morning. This has been Dale Keter, and thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.